Hello, welcome to the 5th video journal. For this video, I will talk about gender and sex. Well, to begin with, it wasn't really hard to talk about sex, but it was kind of awkward since I never mentioned it. I was raised in a conservative environment, so everyone minded their own business, and men talked about men things and women talked about their things. So basically, whenever I needed help, I had to do it by my own. Talk with my head teacher, who was a female, or when I had no other choice, with my father. I never really asked anything to my mom because she would start talking about everything, sex, condoms, boys and girls, stuff like that. Things I wasn't comfortable with. So, first of all, we had to tell the difference between gender and sex. For me, gender and sex is a biological condition. You're born with a male or female body, and that's it. You're born with it. But on the other hand, we have gender, which is not the same as sex. This depends on how you identify yourself, how you feel, act, or think. Gender is basically how you fit in the society and how you behave according to what culture finds appropriate. And there are many ways to feel identified. We saw a video called Pink Boy, and I think it was very clear between the difference. No, it was really clear of the difference between gender and sex. It was about a boy who was a man, biologically a man, but he said he wanted to become a woman when he grows older. So he feels identified with that gender. He likes to dress. He likes to wear dresses, wear heels, and play with dolls, things that society tags as for female. Well, he had to do an activity at school, and he had to dress as a daughter because he wanted to. But he said that all the kids laughed at him and he wouldn't feel comfortable in that place. So in that case, I feel that we as future teachers have the duty to create a safe environment for every child, because they are trying to discover themselves and it's hard enough to have the society's pressure. So we have to build a respectful and tolerant atmosphere. Finally, I also watched a video called Making Sex Normal, and it was related to sex and how we talk or not talk about it. This video really got into my mind because I lived it. I lived through the silence and shame of sex, and I feel that it's very important to talk openly about it because it is normal and we should make it normal. Sex is how we procreate. Sex is how we show love and how we show passion, and our life is surrounded by sex, like commercials, for example. Sex is not only about satisfaction. Sex can bring diseases, can spread diseases, and we're not talking about it when we must do it. We must talk about sex openly because it can save lives, and we should have a sexual education class every year in schools. Nowadays, I think we have the information and we have to be prepared to face the questions that our students will have in the future. So this was my 5th video journal. See you in the next one, I guess.